Alfredo Campos? Is this a plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, can I have a file stamp for a plea, please? Court is calling 2025 CR 0022720 State versus Alfredo Campos. Could I have parties announced?
For the state of Texas. Renee Munoz on behalf of Mr. Campos.
All right. Counsel, you received all discovery. Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Is there an application?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Campos, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Your Honor, say we're proceeding. Additionally, Your Honor, say we'll waive the repeat offender enhancement. Also no objection.
Okay. All right. Did you review the document entitled court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, sir.
All right. In count 2, you're charged with assault, family household member with a previous conviction. That's a 3rd-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea you were giving up those rights?
Yes, sir.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
In my opinion, he does.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
That is correct, Judge.
Sir, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea? Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 3 years in the prison. There's a $1,500 fine. State is proceeding on.
This is where the restrictions get real. The court just confirmed the plea terms: 3 years in prison, a $1,500 fine, and, importantly, an affirmative finding of family violence. That phrase is more than courtroom language. It's a legal label that carries lifelong consequences. Alfredo will be barred from owning firearms, cannot live with minors, and will have difficulty finding certain jobs or housing. It's essentially a public record stamp saying, this person has committed family violence. In many cases, defendants don't fully grasp how damaging this label is beyond the prison sentence. What's interesting here is Alfredo still agrees without any visible pushback. That tells us either his attorney explained it thoroughly, or Alfredo just wants to get this done, no matter the cost.
State is proceeding on count 2. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, sir.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor. I did want to mention that when you get to the stipulation.
Right. Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, sir.
And you're not allowed to be designated as a primary custodial parent?
Yes, sir.
Right. Knowing that, do you still wish to continue with this plea?
Yes.
Right. Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand it and sign it in both places? Did you understand it and sign it
Yes.
in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plea in count 2? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
This time state the evidence states exhibit 1 with all attachments.
No objection.
Right. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, sir.
Again, did you understand you have a right to a jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, sir.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. Court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We're asking the court follow the negotiated plea bargain agreement, Your Honor.
All right. So what is wrong with you? This is a person, for whatever reason, decided to pick you up from custody when maybe she should just let you stay in there, for whatever, and let you just stay there. She takes it upon herself, and I'm sure she paid your bond, and she picks you up and brings you back home, and then you beat her up. What's your issue?
Here's where the case takes a turn. The judge is piecing together the timeline and realizes Alfredo wasn't actually bonded out. He was released from ISF, a type of Texas prison rehab facility. That small detail might seem minor, but it could explain some of the tension in the police report. Misunderstandings about release conditions sometimes lead to confusion over victim involvement or financial costs. However, none of this changes with core fact. After being picked up, Alfredo allegedly attacked the very person who brought him home. The judge's tone is shifting. You can feel her irritation building. She's setting up for something bigger.
I think you should.
Yeah, I mean, you do. Because do you love her, or do you claim to love her?
No.
No, you don't, because that's not the way you treat people you love. She took it, probably money from her children, to pay to bond you out, and then, all right, let me tell you what's in the police report, and you tell me what's incorrect about this. I asked victim what happened. Victim stated the following events occurred. Since Wednesday, she went to pick you up from the jail. She stated they were good, no problems. Later that day is when the defendant began to strike and choke the victim. So this is where we are.
Or I don't know if, I think he just got a little bit tangled up. I don't know if he bonded out or if he was just released at that point, and then she picked him up instead of the bond. I think that's where he was a little confused.
I was just confused because I was released from ISF, not from the county.
Oh, okay. So there was no bond posted. Okay, that's what I think.
So here's my question. Is the reason for this offer because the complainant does not want to participate and has filed an affidavit of non-prosecution? All right. So she's filed an affidavit of non-prosecution, even though I'm looking at the photos. She has a black eye, she has bruises on her arms, and she took time out of her busy schedule to come pick you up from wherever you're incarcerated. So for some reason, she's attached herself to you, but I'm going to try to break that cycle today. So I'm going to sentence you to 3 years in prison. There'll be credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money is not running concurrently. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Ana Maria Hermio, aka Ana Maria Gonzalez, and you're not allowed to reside in any residence with minors. Do you understand? Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed this plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal, because this is a felony conviction and also affirmative finding of family violence.
And then comes the metaphor, an orchid. If you've never heard a judge give relationship advice through gardening tips, you're not alone. But listen closely, this isn't random. The orchid metaphor is about patience, care, and self-control. The judge is essentially saying, until Alfredo can nurture something fragile without destroying it, he's not ready to handle a relationship. It's a surprisingly poetic close to a heavy case, and it shifts the tone from pure punishment to a lesson, whether Alfredo takes it to heart or not.
Violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. We can go off the record. Here's the thing. Don't get involved in any other relationship. Don't contact her. If you love her, the best thing you can do for her is not contact her because you're not good, any good for her. And until you figure out why you feel the need to put your hands on people in anger, you should not be in anybody's relationship. Here's my advice to you. Get an orchid. I always tell people that, and this is why I tell people to get an orchid. An orchid takes a lot of patience. When you get it from the store, it's beautiful. They all have them all with the flowers bloomed on it. They will give you directions. Those directions don't work. I learned you're not supposed to put ice cubes in them. But if you can let the blooms fall off of that orchid and keep that same orchid and get it to rebloom, you may be ready for a relationship, because with orchids, you have to learn patience. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And that's the conclusion of the
State
state of
any
Texas
evidence?
versus Alfredo
Representative State
Campos,
of the
a
evidence, State
case that
Exhibit
started
1,
with
all
an
objection.
act of
No
kindness
objection.
and
right,
ended with a
Did you
felony
review the waiver and
conviction.
stipulations
The
with your
legal
attorney? Did
outcome
you
is
understand it and sign it in
3
all the
years in
appropriate
prison,
places?
a $1,500
Again, did you
fine,
understand you have a right to a
permanent
jury
family
trial, a right
violence
for you or
restrictions,
your attorney
and
to
a bar
cross-examine
on owning
and confront
firearms.
any witnesses the
But
state would call
beyond
and
the
the right to remain
legalities,
silent?
this hearing is a
Yes, sir.
snapshot
Did you
of a
understand that today the state
destructive
will be
cycle
presenting
the judge
evidence in the
clearly
form of
wanted to
witnesses'
break.
statements and police
From a
reports, but
legal
most importantly, there'll be
standpoint,
no
this was a
live testimony.
textbook
Did you
plea
understand?
agreement. No surprises in
Court
the
will find that
sentence.
defendant has
But
knowingly and
the
voluntarily waived and
emotional weight
consented to
came in the
stipulation of
judge's
testimony
blunt
and stipulations.
observations
Court will
and
accept
that
into
unexpected
evidence states
orchid
exhibits 1
analogy.
and attachments.
What do you
The
think?
court has reviewed
Was
the
this
same.
sentence fair,
Court will
or
find
did
there is
Alfredo
sufficient
deserve
evidence
more
to find you
time?
guilty, and the court will
Drop
find
your
you
thoughts in
guilty.
the comments.
Are you proceeding with
And
sentencing?
if you
Yes, Your
found
Honor.
this
Anything you
breakdown
wish
as
to say on behalf of your
compelling
client?
as the case
That's when the
itself,
court followed the
hit that like
negotiated plea
button.
bargain agreement,
Share
Your
this
Honor.
video with someone who
All
loves
right. So
true
what is wrong
crime
with you?
courtroom moments, and don't forget
This is
to
a
subscribe
person, for
because the
whatever
next case we
reason,
cover
decided to
might
pick you
just
up
leave
from
you
custody
even more stunned.
when maybe she just